I will be going through each element of EEAT and explaining it a little in detail. Along with that, I will also show you how you can, curtail down certain hurdles that come along with it using outranking. So it will be a session wherein we will be looking into, informative presentation. Along with that, we will be looking into a practical usage of outranking and how to overcome certain hindrance that we face. So let's get started. And so the first thing that comes into mind when it's EEAT is expertise. So the content creator's expertise level and the knowledge should match the topic. So the Google really wants that people who are actually in that field should write the content about it rather than anyone writing about any topic that they have been given to write. And that's why people usually ignore or miss out on certain information which is very much relevant and very much important when it comes to a certain topic. And that's where people don't realize that they are not writing something which is actually more in depth about a topic that they should write about in detail. Rather, they are writing in a a general way, and which is pretty not that great quality of content when it comes to a specific topic, and adding technicalities and facts and information related to that topic. So that's where people fail in the most. And so the first thing that comes into mind when we talk about expertise is content creator has to be the expert of the topic, as I said right now. Secondly, the more research and knowledge, better the writing. So let's say, for example, regardless if I am a dental surgeon or not, if I am writing on dental surgery, I will have to do a lot of research. I will have to go through a lot of web pages. I will have to gain that knowledge. I will have to, do some research and get that knowledge, and accordingly, I can write on that topic, right? That is something which is very basic. So, and when we come up with so much of knowledge, when we read so much, when we take that knowledge, how we are going to put into our efforts to write the content on the topic. So the third and the most important part that comes here is how outranking can help you achieve this hurdle. So, okay, so no matter how many times I say that an expert should write about a topic of his field or his or her field, it may not be practical in nature. So there are a lot of agencies who are writing content for a lot of different types of topics and different types of web pages. And, they might be doing research, they might be doing, gaining the knowledge about it, and then they would be writing. But how you can be an expert using AI in a way which gives you all the important information and writes for you in a way an experts writes for you. So that is something that is very important. If you are gaining knowledge and if you're writing all by yourself manually, that is definitely going to help you, but you may or may not miss out on certain things that you should have written. So how outranking can help you add that content, add that background research, which will help you eventually to write content in an expert manner. So let's quickly go ahead. I see Okay, pardon my ignorance. What does EEAT stands for? Okay, so it's it's EEAT's expertise, experience, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. So I will go through all the parameters, and I will tell you exactly what all is required when it comes to Google guidelines that has been rolled out, and they are changing their algorithm on the basis of it every fortnight. So let's quickly go ahead, and we are done with expertise, and let me show you how you can bring in expertise using outranking. So here we are. This is the dashboard where you see all your documents that you create under outranking account. Let's go to new document, and we will be creating content from scratch. And for that, we will be using AI assisted writing. While if you're optimizing your existing content, you can use optimize existing content workflow. But let's quickly go ahead with AI assisted writing. And let's say, for example, dental implant surgery. And you can click on advanced settings if you're targeting a location like a city or state, mention it. You can also mention in your primary keyword or topic and get some more related keywords over that location as well. Location, adding location, current location here that you're targeting is very important, because on the basis of that, outranking will do the SERP analysis, and it will take into consideration the top 20 pages as per the location that you have entered. So let's quickly go ahead and create a new document using dental implant surgery. Now this will take maybe 30-40 seconds. Yeah, here we go. Not even that much. So here we are, and this is the workflow. We are on the workflow right now, and workflow has 5 steps. All you need to do is just follow the steps, and that's it. You are good to go and publish the content. So currently we are on the title step, and outranking has generated some intent-driven unique titles for you automatically. So these are the titles which are unique, which are intent-driven, and which are newly written. It is not something which is rewritten or which is copy-pasted from top 20 pages. So select the one that makes really sense to you. And once you select it, on the basis of that, it will tell you how many keywords you are targeting and what should be your minimum target. Your minimum target is 15 plus, while currently you have 14. So these are some titles. You can generate more if you don't like them, or you can select the one which really makes sense to your use case. Let's say, for example, we select the first one, but we have around 14 keywords and the target is 15 plus. You can click on see more and get to see some more keywords that you can target. And you can directly add them up here in your title itself. So let's say, for example, master dental implant surgery, the essential guide, and let's say master dental implant surgery and procedure. I'm just showing you something randomly here, how I'm targeting more keywords. And now you see I'm targeting 21 keywords. So try to add keywords that really make sense to your use case. Don't try to force anything to your title. And once you select the title, on the basis of that, outranking will understand and identify what sort of web page you're trying to write. And accordingly, it will generate the outlines for you. So make sure your web page type is perfect, or you can change it from here as well manually. And then we go on to the next step, that is outline. Now here, outranking will generate some intent-driven unique titles for you automatically using research and keywords. So you'll get to see some 360 view of ideas that you can use as H3s and H2s, and remove everything that you don't like and just keep the things that are really important for your content. So just hold on and we will be moving forward. So now we are on the second step, that is outline, and this is the most important step when it comes to adding expertise, custom background research data, and all the important knowledge that you have that you want to add to feed the AI so that AI can write content in a specific manner that you want. So here are some outlines, and they will be very much in sync with what we are writing. So why dental implants are the future of dentistry, understanding the basics, preparing your dental implant journey, the dental implant surgery explained step by step. And it also writes the steps for you, like phase 1, phase 2, post-surgery recovery and care, mastering the choices, types of dental implants for 2024, risk and rewards, cost analysis, advanced technologies, and FAQs. So outranking will always come up with FAQs for you. And once this is done, we have currently 29 H2 and H3 altogether, while the requirement is 16 to 17 only. Try to be in between that. You can go a little bit overboard, but don't go way too overboard. So that's one thing. Secondly, now let's look into the details on the left side. So here are all the keywords that you can target. You are targeting 52, while the target is 24. So that's good. And if you want to add more, you can directly click here and add it as per your requirement. All right. So also you can change the sequence of your, H2s and H3 as the way you want, and make it perfect as per your requirement. Also, if you want to add a custom H2, you can click here, add a custom H2. Let's say, for example, mm, let me collect essential. Okay, so let me take this as an example. And let's say you are adding a custom H2 here and you want to get some ideas for H3 on this particular H2. You can click on H3 ideas and outranking will try and generate some H3 ideas for you on the basis of the H2 that you have just added. So here you go. So this way, and again, it will be in sync. So it will try and add things which really is relevant as per the H2 that you have added. So that is one thing. Now, on the left side, you will see that these are all the ranking pages that are already ranking for this particular keyword, that is dental implant surgery. And all of this top 20 URLs are added to the background research. So all the top 20 pages, your competitors' data has been added to the background custom research already. But let's say you have few web pages that are really good and you would like to add them as well as a background research data, because as I said, like, better the knowledge, better the writing. So you can add all of those important web pages which have really good content on their web page, but they are not ranking, unfortunately. You can add all of them here by clicking on add URL and adding all of those URLs here. You can add up to 100 URLs as well. And I see a message, brand, yes, we will be coming on that. It needs to be reduced, I understand. So I will be coming on that. But yeah, so you can add all of those URLs which have really good content as per your research. And if you want to add them here, you can add them to background data, and that will be considered by the AI while writing. Secondly, something very important. Here it is gather research queries written here. You can use this if you want to gather some research search queries, like, what would be the search intent of a user while searching for dental implant surgery. You can click on gather search queries. This will take a time, maybe a minute, but it will come up with all the related search queries that are related with dental implant surgery, and that will add up automatically here in this box. And then if you click on add URL, it will add all the URLs which are ranking for those keywords that are here. So in case, let's say, for example, you have certain knowledge and you added certain web pages, but there is still more to it and you might not have discovered it online, and you want to add those related keywords content as well to the background research data. You can do that as well, and that this is something, gather research queries is something that will help you to do that. So just hold on for maybe a few more seconds here, and we should see the details in the box itself. Meanwhile, this is happening as a brand. Okay, here we go. So here are around 56 different search queries on dental implant surgery that could be added to your background research data. So when you click on add URL, it will target all the top pages of all the search queries that you see here. So you are adding a lot of background data, to feed the AI. So you can, first of all, the first thing is, like, you can check all of this and remove everything that you're not trying to target with your search queries, and just add everything that is relevant to you. And once you do that, click on add URL, and all of that will be added to your background research data. Eddie, it was there earlier, but it was not so advanced. Now it is way too advanced. So you can use this and get the background custom research more rich in by content wise, and get really up to the mark with your custom background research. So better the background research, better the knowledge that you give to the AI, better it will write, right? So this is how you can add all the custom background research data here. So you can add URLs, you can add the search queries and the top pages related to the queries as well. So once you do that, once you're done with this, let's remove certain headings because the requirement is 16 to 17 only. We are 28. So I'm just removing few of the things from here so that we can quickly generate a first draft. Right? So now we have 20. And also one more important thing that I would like to tell you here is with the ranking pages, if you click on expand all, you will see all the outlines that your competitors are writing for this particular keyword, that is dental implant surgery. If you like to add something to your outline, you simply click here and that will be added to your outline at the bottom. You can rephrase it, and this way you're not missing out on anything that your competitors have. So you can use this and do some analysis and add certain things which are still missing. And also there is a questions tab which will give you all the people also ask popular questions that people are usually searching on Google. So try to add them as well if they make sense to you, and you can just club them up with FAQs as well if you want. And yeah, once you're done with this, you can move on to the next step, and that is writing tools. So once you are ready and once you have the perfect outline, I would always say don't add too many outlines, don't remove outlines way too much. Try to be in between the range and keep everything that you really want to add to your content, because the perfect outlines you have, less editing it will require to move forward. Yes, yes, Eddie. Gather search queries that was there earlier, but now it's well on advanced stage, as I just mentioned about how it works. And yes, it's an enhancement. So now let's quickly go ahead and let's click on first draft. So now we are on the third step of the writing tools, and with the outline that we understood that how we can add more knowledge and give expertise to the background research data so that AI can write content in an expert manner. But there is one more way to do that as well, and that is tone of writing. So I see people usually writing as friendly, casual, professional, and certain other key other tone of writing, and that's very common. Like everyone is using the same thing. How we are going to get expert sort of content created using certain tones which are so generic in nature. So what I would suggest here is try to be specific, little specific. Don't go way too specific, but try to add the tone in a way which will give you the information in a manner that you want. So let's say, for example, I will write humoristic. I'm just giving you an example here. I know dental implant surgery is not something funny, but I'm just showing you an example. So humoristic, have I spelled it correctly? Yes, humoristic. And let's say you can add one more here. Let's say humoristic and uh, okay, humoristic and let's say with, okay, let's say humoristic and expert, humoristic and expert. Oh no, it doesn't sound that great, but yeah, humoristic. Or let's just remove this. Any ideas that guys you would like me to add it? You can also say technical, or let's say technical and easy to understand, because technical will write something for you which will be very advanced, and it will become very difficult for the users to actually write content in a particular manner. Yeah, knowledgeable is something that would be knowledgeable. Yes, knowledgeable is something that would be great. Let's add knowledgeable. So let's say humoristic and knowledgeable. I hope my spelling is right, because I'm very bad with spellings. Yes, it has to be right. Knowledgeable. Yeah. All right. Let's get started. Humorous. All right. All right. Humorous. Let's put up humorous here. Oh, what happened? Yeah. ROUS, humorous. Okay, humorous and knowledgeable. And before you move forward, there is an option here. Make sure you have check marked both the options, because that is something that we are, coming up with enhancements on this particular function, like, generate optimized first draft, and that will ensure that your draft is at least 60% already optimized. And generate originality suggestion is something that I would like to show you here. So let's get started, and let's click on generate first draft. Now outranking will start writing content for you step by step right in front of you, and you'll be able to see that. Here you go. So meanwhile this is writing, let's quickly go back to the presentation. And let's go to the next topic, that is experience. So, experience, when we talk about experience, adding experience to your content. So, when you say experience, you need to live the topic, like literally live it. So, when you're writing it, share your experience in a way that you have incurred while doing certain things and which are related to your topic. So, let's say, for example, in this particular, uh, topic, dental implant surgery, you can share that what pain a person has to go through while doing it, or any important information which will share the experience that you have felt while doing that particular thing that you are writing on. So that's one thing. Secondly, add feedback, testimonials, examples to show your experience on the topic. So you can add certain testimonials that, which says that you have that experience of this field and someone has written about you, and you can, you can link them as well. And similarly, feedback or even examples which will show that you have experience about your topic. Try to add this in your content, which will which will showcase, which will show off that you have experience in this field. And how outranking can help you achieve this on your content. And that's what we are doing right now. Once the entire content is generated, I will show you how we are adding experience to the content. And yeah, so let's move on to the next slide, that is include unique concepts in your content. So, include unique, when I say include unique concepts in your content, is something that only a human can do it. Add your perspective, add ideas that you have in your mind to the content. Like, I always say that AI can do 70 to 80% of your task, but the rest 20% is the most important, and where the effort needs to be there, so that you can climb up the ladder and get the rank that you want. Because when that 20% is comes into the place where a human edits the content, adds its own perspective, ideas to the content, that's where you're bringing in the unique concepts automatically. So always try to do that. Also give credit to the sources. So if you have taken information from somewhere, literally write the source there. If, of course, if it's not your competitor. But yeah, like, if something is valuable that you are adding to your content, even if you are rewriting it and then you are adding it, still give the credit to the source. And this shows that you are not shying away to give credit to others, and you are inclined towards writing content which actually gives value to the users. Brian, I'm coming to that. So, as I said, real images. You add screenshots, you add images not yet seen by Google. I would suggest don't create images using AI, because now AI with images is so manipulative that people are creating images wherein, Barack Obama is wearing a Indian traditional dress. So it can be very much manipulative and it cannot be original. And that's why Google does not encourage using images which are generated by AI. Rather, I would suggest take real screenshots. Take real screenshots of your social media handle wherein you are showing some stats or anything which are real in nature. Like, screenshot says that you literally did some effort, made some effort there, and took out a content from a particular place wherein which feels that which is very important, gives value to the users. So screenshots always works, or add images which are not seen by Google yet. So don't try to copy paste images from other websites and then just edit a little bit here and there and just put it up, because Google does recognize all of this. It will, if it matches even 70% of the image which is already there, it will not help you to get any brownie points. So, yeah. So before we move on to the next slide, and that is authoritativeness and trustworthiness, we will go back to our platform. The content is already written here, and you can see the way it is written. Like, all right, let's get down to the brass tacks. What exactly is a dental implant? Think of a dental implant as a high-tech anchor for a swanky new tooth. It's trying to be a little humoristic as well as knowledgeable as well. So you will see the as I said, like, be little creative with your tone, because that will really help you. Don't try to add friendly, casual, professional. It's going to be all generic. So try to be little, specific or creative with your tone, and that will actually help you to add content in a manner which is unique, as well as which has which shows that you are writing in a specific manner, and which shows that you are having expertise of it. So yeah, so it has started writing, and as you can see, it matches our tone of writing as well. We have written up till now 2614 words. And yes, so now it's generating originality suggestion, and we are done with it. So let's get started and see what we have in store here when we talk about unique concepts, adding experience, how you will do that, and how you will manage to add experience to your content. So you will see at most of the places that outranking will add automatically these brackets. So try to look into this bracket, because that is something that is giving you a suggestion, and which will add more brownie points on adding real type of images, or adding uniqueness or originality, or experience to your content. So let's look into a checklist graphic of dental implant candidacy criteria. And you will see here, these are the three suggestions that will actually help you to get some originality to your concept, adding experience, as well as adding uniqueness to it. So it says integrate a chart or infographic that illustrates the success rate of dental implants in individuals varying health conditions. Include a short real world testimonial video or quote from the patient who has successfully received dental implants. So it's talking about testimonial. Insert a bullet point checklist graphic that outlines candidacy criteria. So it's telling you that do certain things that has been suggested here, and that will add uniqueness, experience to your content straight away. So if you want to add this, how we will do it? Remove these things that are here as in the form of suggestions, and simply implement the suggestion that you want to implement. Like you can add a couple of suggestions, or you can add all three of them, or you can just add one, or you can just don't add any of the suggestion. It all depends on your use case. But yeah, these are some suggestions that can actually help you to get some brownie points on originality, as well as adding experience to your content. So everything that you see in the bracket and every suggestion that you see here are something that is that you have to do as a human, which will add the perspective, your idea, your way of thinking of implementing this suggestion, and that's where you get the brownie points on originality and experience. So you will see this almost at all the places, right? Like time lapse image series of bone graft healing process, step by step illustration to implant being placed into jawbone. And yeah, so you will be seeing suggestions at almost all the H3s and H2s that you have. And once we are done with this, you can move on to the next step, and that is optimize. And as I said, we are already at 63. Let's refresh the SEO score once again. Yep. So we are on 63 already, and the target is 77 plus. So you need to achieve at least 77. You can go above that as well. You can go up to 80 or even 90, 95 if you're optimizing everything which is there. So yeah, so let's get started. And so every green dot that you see is already SEO optimized, while the things which are not SEO optimized fully are the ones in yellow and red. So try to optimize them. But if you want to optimize everything that is there, you can click on title and you can generate some suggestions and move forward. Similarly, for description, for headings, let's go to common terms. And you will see that how many times you're using a particular keyword. And this is you, how many times you're using it. If you click it, it will highlight for you where you're using it. Here you are using it. So it will highlight for you. So you know exactly if you have to remove it from somewhere. So bone is something that you're using it 26 times, while the typical use is 6 to 22. So you need to reduce it. That's why there's a downward arrow. So what you need to do is, like, click on bone and select everywhere where it is there, and you can just remove from the places that is not required. And let's say if you want to add a particular keyword, and that is teeth. So teeth is been used 6 times. If you want to add it more, click on generate suggestions, and it will try and rephrase or rewrite a passage from your content, which will add the particular keyword in your content. Yep, here you go. So this is the highlighted passage and this is the rewritten passage. If you like it, you simply click on accept and the passage will be replaced. And now you're targeting teeth more times. Here you go. Now you're targeting teeth 9 times. So this way you can optimize and add the important keywords that really make sense to your use case. And your target is 80%, while the current target currently you have achieved only 58%. So try to add more keywords. Yes, Eddie, it does. So yeah, so that's about it. And moving on to originality, as we were talking about it some time back, and here you go. So now it gives you an analysis of what is the uniqueness of content on every top 20 page that is already ranking. And you can see the highest is 23%, and that is ranking on the 12th rank. 12th rank is the one who has 23% of uniqueness. And this is your uniqueness, that is 16%. So try to implement this suggestion and you will reach up to a 16% of originality in your content. And you can explore more if there is possibility. If you click on explore, it will find more suggestions for you, but we already have suggestions generated, so it will not generate here. But yeah, wherever it's possible, and if you're optimizing a existing web page, it will you can come here and explore it and it will give you some suggestions on what could be what you can do which will add more originality to your content. So moving on to images, these are the number of images that you need to have. Currently we have 0, so try to add images, and these are the top 10 pages along with number of images that they have on their content. If you click here, that will take you to the page of that particular website, and you can see the images, sort of images that they are adding here. So yeah, let's quickly go back, and so that's how you can add images from this icon here. And let's move on to internal links now. So for that, I need to add a sitemap, but let me try here and show you if it works here quickly. Okay, let me find if I can get some suggestions. No, okay. Yep, here you go. Okay. So if you've added your sitemap in your account settings, it will automatically crawl all the pages and it will give you all the links from your website. But yeah, so you can do this manually as well by coming here. Now, moving on to the next part of our presentation, let's go back. And that is adding authoritativeness and trustworthiness. So according to my analysis, both of these main pillars of EEAT are in a way or the other related to each other, or they are linked with each other in certain manner. So how they are linked, let's look into it. So the first thing is how they see you or your website. So how they is Google, how they are looking at you or your website or at your content, and that's very important. So from where they are finding you, like uh, is it your website or is it your blog page, or from the place where you have your profile under the blog where you have written that you are expert in this particular field and you're writing about these topics. So it's very important that all of that is well properly mentioned on web pages, so that they know that this is the person who is writing the content. Now, do people talk about you? So, like how they would talk about you? And for that, like let's say for example, when I say do people talk about you, is like uh, you know uh, I am let's say a patient, and I'm reading something, and from there there is an internal link there, and from there, like there is sorry, not internal link, but there was a link there about surgery with dental implants, and I click on it and I go to this website of yours where I get some really good value of information, and then I do inquiry as well. So are people talking about you? And that is very important. So try to do backlinks, try to do link insertion with other web pages, other domains which has good domain authority, or also on the page which has good page authority, because that's how you are getting credited by someone else, and that's very important to add authority to your content. So do link building, do external linking, because external linking again is something wherein you are not insecure of anything, rather you are adding more information and directing someone to other pages, other domain pages, which has more information for readers. And that's how you are showing it off that you are writing something legitimate, genuine, and you are ready to provide as much information as possible to the end number of users who are reading your content. And similarly, internal linking is also something very important, which will help Google to analyze how well you are connected with your own domain and how you are adding information in a certain manner, which is giving more value to your other pages as well. And again, it has to be adding value. Like, don't try to add internal link which are not in matching context at all. So do that. Moving on to the third part, that is reviews, podcasts, etc. Add external reviews, podcast, and link them. So let's say, for example, you have a lot of reviews on AppSumo, a lot of reviews on Product Hunt, lots of reviews on Cafeteria, and lot G2, or let's say even on your own website or any other website. So try to link them in your content, and which will showcase that you are crediting that person who has written the review for you, or a podcast been done for you, and you are literally linking someone who is writing about you or talking about you, but that's not you, but someone else who is doing that, and you are literally linking that to your page. And that's how you're adding authoritativeness as well as the trustworthiness, because this is something which adds trustworthiness. And Google literally looks into it like, this is trustworthy source from where the content is coming, and which is from third party. And lastly, all about author writer. So if you're writing content, just make sure that you have profile photo, you have linked your LinkedIn profile, or even profile on your own web page, or your personal website. But whatever it is, try to put up information about yourself who is writing the content, because what people usually do is people write tons of content, people write tons of web pages, and they simply put up uh, you know uh, let's say edited by or published by, and they just write up the name. And that does not work anymore. That used to work earlier, but not now. If someone is writing content, that person needs to be credible enough, and that person needs to be trustworthy enough, that Google understand that this is not someone who is just come into the market today, but who is someone who is expert and who is writing content, who has a profile, who is genuine, and who is legitimate in his own field or her field. So that's very important. Put up your profile in a way which showcase all about you, and link them again with your content. So yeah, that's about it. And now let's go back to our platform, and let me show you quickly how you can add internal links, external links. So internal links I'm showing you right now. Let's go to external links. So it says no common citation found. The target is 4 plus. So you need to add at least four internal external links. But when it says no common citation found, that means that the top 20 pages does not have a single common external link that it can mention here. So try to add links that really matches your use case and that you understand has good page authority or domain authority, and that has also good information on it. So try to do that. Excuse me. And you can click on see more, and you can see videos. It says opportunity, wherein it means that try to add up a video, because none of your competitors are having video on their content, and you have straight up opportunity to get some brownie points because you will be the only one with a video on the content for this particular keyword. List item means that try to add content in a way that is in the form of numbers, pointers. And also we have prompt facility as well. So you can convert, or you can generate content using prompts as well. And how you can do that. So let's say, for example, this is the content. Let me remove this from here. So this is the content. Let me put up in the inverted commas. And this one as well. And I will write the prompt to enable the prompt, add greater than sign, and just write, rewrite the following in the bullet point format. We write the following in the bullet pointers format. You can be as creative. You can generate content by writing a prompt as well. And then you can simply click on run prompt. So just hold on because yeah, here you go. So here are the pointers that has been created, and that's how you can use. And also it will give you URLs from where the content has been done, research, like from where the content has been researched. Also, one more important thing when I talked about sources. So you can go back to writing tools, and here you will see all your outlines. You can click any one of them, and you can see the sources from where the content has been generated for this particular H3. So you know exactly how good the content is. Is it factual from what are the sources? And you can literally write a source, at least one or two, or maybe whatever you feel like, to add the credibility to your content. So yeah, that's about it. And I was showing you internal link, but before we go there, yes, Brian, I will come there. So yeah, before we go there, let me show you something very extraordinary. So let me mess up with the title. Let me mess up with the description as well. And let's refresh the SEO score. Also, let me remove few of the H2s and H3s that we have written. Let's refresh the SEO score once again. And now you see everything is red, yellow, right? There is an option here which says automatic optimization. You click on it, select everything that you want to optimize. And here we will also cover internal linking, missing common terms, everything. So now you click on start and outranking will optimize everything for you at a go. All you need to do is just review it and accept it, and it will be replaced on your content. So just hold on a minute and we will be moving forward. So here is an optimized title. If you like it, you can just click on accept. You can edit it as well. You can regenerate more. Click on accept and the title will be added here. And now we are moving on to the next topic, that is optimized description. So just hold on here. Meanwhile, it generates some description. Here are some descriptions. If you like them, review it. If whatever you like, whatever matches your use case, click on accept. And now you added the description and the description is turned into green. So when you do automatic optimization, it will only generate optimized title and optimized information for you only. So it will be in 99% cases, it will add all the relevant keywords and then it will generate the, title or description or anything for you. Now here are the headings. Now the headings, we have less headings because we removed certain headings. So we are in short of headings, and outranking will generate some ideas of what headings you can add. So this is the H3 in blue. That is a new idea. So let me remove, let's just keep a couple of them. Yeah, so let's just keep this two here. And if you click on accept all, what outranking will do is it will add those headings to your content and it will also write it for you. So this way you are adding more content. If you are missing out on your content, if you have less content, less headings, it will try and give you suggestions on it and it will add it up for you as well here. So this particular use case also matches when it comes to uh, you know when it comes to uh, optimizing existing content, wherein it will audit it for you and it will tell you exactly that what all is missing on your content. So here you go, it has started writing the content already. Insert a quick quiz or checklist to determine candidacy of dental implants. And yep, here we are. It has written both the FAQs for us. And now it has moved on to the next step, that is adding missing common terms. Add missing common terms. Now here, it will not try and add a single common term for you. It will try and add multiple common terms for you by rewriting the passages. So you are saving a lot of time and you are not doing things manually. So here you go. The first one is why dental implants are the future of dentistry. And that's here. And this is the content below it. And it will it will rewrite the content in a way which adds all of these keywords in it. Here you go. And once you review it, if it looks good, you can accept it or you can discard it or you can regenerate as well. If you accept it, the content will be replaced, and now you're targeting all of those keywords that were mentioned earlier. Same goes with here as well. Understanding the basics. This is the content, this is a rewritten one. And also, what you can do is just grab a cup of coffee, come back, and everything will be loaded. Like, discard everything that you don't like. And then there will be an option here which says accept all. Just click on accept all, and yeah, that's it. You are adding and replacing everything on your editor. So this is how we can do this particular part. But now let's go ahead quickly and let me show you internal link. Let's click on start. Here you go. So this is something very interesting. So what outranking will do is it will go into your domain, collect information from all the web pages, and accordingly it will select the anchor text. It will tell you exactly. So if you click here on dental implant process, it will highlight it for you, and it is trying to tell you that this is the link that adds up here. If it matches your use case, you can click on accept, or you can just ignore it. And whatever matches your use case, so I just added a clinic link, clinic, mayoclinic.org as a URL. I'm not adding something which I know about, but yeah, I'm just showing you a random example here. So let's say if I click here and this is the place, I click on accept, the link will be added automatically here. And if I want to add link all by myself, I can just select the word and then just click on the link icon and just add the link here, click on arrow, and the link will be added. So this is something interesting, and this is I was talking about internal links, and there is one more way of doing internal link audit, and I would just like to show you that, and that's it. Then we are done with this. So any and yeah, so quickly to wrap it up here. So once you're done with optimizing all the elements, you move on. Also, one more important thing, like don't focus on getting all the green dots for all the SEO elements, because then it means that you are trying to force content, force SEO optimization on your content. Try to add things which really matches your use case, and that is the ultimate game towards it. And now we are moving on to the last step, that is publish. You can download all the images in zip file. You can download markdown version, clean HTML version, WordPress plugin. If you have WordPress, if you're using WordPress, you can install the outranking plugin, and there is an API key available in your settings. Simply copy paste the API key in the outranking plugin, and on one click you can import it. Or you can also create a web page, make a draft, and create a link to it. And just by clicking on export to WordPress, it will create the draft for you on the WordPress right there. Just select the website or type the website manually as well. Just make sure you have already integrated by the API, using the API key on your WordPress website. If you click on doc, it will download the doc file for you. You can click on copy all content, it will copy everything for you, and then you can just paste it in. If you're using other platforms, all in zip will download everything mentioned above in a zip file. And there is also Google Doc integration. If you click here, just select the right email ID that you would like to create Google Doc on, and then that's it. Like, it will generate a Google Doc for you. Also, you can share it with your team. You can also share view only URL. So let's say there is a client to whom you want to share the first draft. You can simply click on view only URL and just paste it and give it to your client, and they can read it and they can give their suggestions as well. Similarly, editable URL you can give, share with team. You can click here and select the member and give edit view rights, and they can have access to this. You can also highlight a particular thing by commenting it and to show it to your team user, and that will be highlighted so the team member knows exactly what he needs to look into. So once you're done with this, you can publish your content. And now let's quickly go back to the dashboard, and I would like to quickly show you the strategist. So we have, you can, add your domain. And once you add your domain, you can also connect Google Search Console. So let me just select outranking for you here and show you a use case. So you can connect your Google Search Console as well, and that will give you even more information. And here you will see all your URLs, and it will also tell you how many keywords you're ranking for. So for this particular blog outline generator, you're ranking for 18 keywords. Click here and it will give you all the search terms that you're ranking for, along with the average position, how it was earlier and how it is now. So you know exactly how your content is performing, how your URLs are performing. So it will give you the average position as well. And let's say if you want to optimize it, just simply click on optimize content, and that will directly create the document for you. Import all the content from your web page. This is the web page, and this is the content of the web page, and you will be directly taken to optimize step where you can start optimizing everything which is mentioned here. So this is one important thing that you can always do. But yeah, let's quickly go back, and we were talking about auditing internal links. So there is internal link audit. If you want to add this particular link to other pages and you want to see where it can match perfect, you can click on internal link audit, and it will give you all the internal link suggestions along with the targeted passage. So this is the targeted passage from this particular link, and this is the rewritten passage along with the link here. So if you want to replace the new passage, which also adds a link in it and targets the link that you're trying to add, just click on publish to WordPress, and the link will be updated on the live web page right away if you have integrated WordPress with outranking already. And you will get all of those suggestions, and you can re-audit as well, and you can check which matches the perfect and try to target those pages only. And this is how you can do internal link audit as well. And yeah, so there's also clustering tool when you can generate some clustering projects and get some ideas on opportunity of keywords that you can rank easily, or it's challenging or moderate, and create content over it as well. So these are certain things that you can do. And also, I let me share with you guys an important link in the chat, which has we are updating new videos on this almost every fortnight. I've given the link in the chat. Just hold on. Yep, here you go. So you can use this link for latest videos, and you can also register for webinar from there, and you can do all sort of, these are the resources that can help you out. And these are all the videos that you can look into it and get some help from it. So yeah, that will be helpful. And yeah, so about talking about the future of outranking has already gone into a version 12. So we have updated up till now 12 versions. But as with the new algorithm that is coming up with Google every other day, Google itself is not sure how they want to go forward, in a specific manner, which will sustain for a long time. Because with so much of AI revolution coming into place in last 1 year, they are still trying and testing which formula fits in the best, which will help them to get the best quality content at the top ranks. So that's why we are not releasing the new versions, but we are constantly updating, enhancing our our features, functions. Also along with that, we are giving new features and functions, small ones as well, which can be very much relevant with the new algorithm. So we will be constantly updating it, and that's what we are doing right now. And we will be only coming up with the new version altogether when something path breaking comes in. Because if so, all of those users who have been there with outranking from a very long time, they know that we have been making constant releases in last 3-4 years, and that's how we are on version 12. So it's not important to go on to version 13 and do something which might not be working with the latest Google algorithm. Rather than keep updating, keep making sure that the platform is up to date as per the today's Google's algorithm, and which can help you to rank the content easily in a most time saving manner. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Any questions or